Hello Aquarius, thank you for joining me today. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. This reading is going to look at your energy, Aquarius, between the 25th to the 31st of January 2021 or thereabouts. It could resonate a little bit beyond those dates. I've pre-shuffled the cards to get your energy into the cards, but just to say, I know we're now going into Aquarius season, so happy birthday Aquarius, for whenever your birthday lands during this time. But also it's quite a lovely time, quite an auspicious time really, because on the 28th of January we have a full moon, which is building up. Now the energies are building up to that, and this is called a wolf moon or snow moon because of the time of year. A wolf moon because it's a time when prey is scarce, so wolves are howling at the moon, they're hungry, and they go a bit closer to human communities, so the humans are more aware, people are more aware of the wolf howling at the moon, hence that's why it's historically been called the wolf moon. But on the 28th, when it's the full moon, then it's transiting just temporarily through Leo, through the sign of Leo on the 28th, a fire sign, and this is about, so the energy of action, expansion, taking action, and being focused on your goals. So it's all these sort of energies that you'll probably be aware are currently starting to build up, heading towards the full moon time, you know, before and a little bit after. And also throughout your season, throughout Aquarius season, we have 5 major planets that, you know, from the Earth's perspective appear to be clumped together, quite close together in the heavens. And, you know, and this is for throughout Aquarius season. So what this means is going to be an energy of pushing us to change our mindset, to help us to understand different perspectives. So it's those sorts of lovely energies. Sometimes we need that bit of a push, don't we, to jolt us out of, you know, rigid thinking sometimes. But anyway, in any event, let's get on with your reading. I'm not an astrologist, but I do find the planetary system quite fascinating, you know, and how we feel it, particularly the moon energy. The moon is the closest planet to the Earth, and we certainly are influenced, aren't we, with the moon energy, with the tidal waves, and we just so many aspects of the moon energy. Apart from it looking absolutely stunningly beautiful as well in the sky on a clear night. Okay, enough said. I do go on, I do ramble a bit, don't I? So let's do a final shuffle of the Moonology cards, would you believe? Right, we've got a card that, or 2 cards have jumped out. I will put them back in, but it says, for some of you, this is a time for healing, and also to hold your vision, you know, hold your sight, hold your vision. I'll just pop them back. It's a general reading, Aquarius, so it won't resonate with everybody, but it certainly will for some of you. Okay, so first of all we have an energy, full moon in Virgo, and this is saying you are good enough. So I don't know whether some of you have been having feeling a level of self-doubt about something, or not feeling good enough or inadequate. But the full moon in Virgo energy is saying you are good enough. And we'll just do a final shuffle of the Oracle of Visions. And we have number 17. And number 17, this is about balance and equality. We have the yin-yang sign at the centre of the jester, the dancer's chest. And so this is very much about balance, inequality. So I'll just pop that back. But remember, you are good enough, whatever that means for you, Aquarius. So I'll just do a final shuffle of the Millennium Thoth. It's very difficult saying that. I want to say Thoth, but it's not, it's Thoth. Right, we have a card that's jumped out, and it's the Knight of Pentacles. And so this is slow and steady wins the race. There could be something coming, but it's very slowly, but it's a very positive energy. But it could just indicate that about something happening slowly, or something coming in slowly. So I'll just pop that back in. Do that again. Oh, I've done it again, so I'm not going to argue with the cards. So we have the heart of your reading, which is a situation for some of you, Aquarius, and your energy, what you're thinking about at this time, the root of a matter or hidden influences, past influences, the future going forward, and then something else the energies would like to say, which may or may not be connected with the rest of the reading. At the bottom of the deck we have the Seven of Swords, and this is a bit of a deceptive energy, a thief in the night type energy, taking something by the light of the moon. But let's see, I'll just put that down to one side, and we'll see where we're going with that. And the final shuffle of the Tarot of Dreams. And we'll lay these on top, a bit of depth and clarity. And at the bottom of this deck we have the Eight of Cups, and this is when having to leave a situation, or somebody having to move on, leaving things behind, or these cups behind that have been meaningful, but a time for finding a new way forward perhaps, or leaving a situation that's not serving some of you any longer. Okay. At the heart of your reading we have the Three of Swords and the Emperor energy. So the Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, heart pain, and sometimes it's a betrayal, being stabbed in the back. But it could be anything that has negatively impacted on your heart, on your emotions and your sensitivities. Now the card next to this is the Emperor. The energy next to this is the Emperor. And this is about power. The Emperors, there's different layers to the Emperor energy. So in a very pure sense, the Emperor energy, this is about power and control, authority. Making the rules, if you like, leading wisely. It's very powerful energy. However, there is a negative side to the Emperor energy, and I'm going to mention that because it's alongside of the Three of Swords is heartbreak. So the negative side of the Emperor can be somebody who has a large ego, somebody who needs to be in charge and have control all the time, at all costs, likes to feel powerful and be powerful. So it's his way or her way, or the highway. It's that sort of an energy. Now, it could be that this energy is what has created the Three of Swords heartbreak. If it's not that, then it could be that because this is at the heart of your reading, Aquarius. So, you know, whoever this is meaningful for, Aquarius, then it could be that it's time now to adopt, take control over a situation, to take control and have more authority over a situation. So you know, take it how it resonates with you. So what are you thinking about at this moment? Well, we've got the Four of Swords and the Four of Wands, so 2 fours. If you're into numerology, do check it up, do look online to see what number 44 means for you. So the Four of Swords, this is about taking time out, having a break, having a rest, regrouping your thoughts, regrouping your energy, if you like, building up your energy again. And the Four of Wands is to do with a family situation. In its purest sense, the Four of Wands is about joy in the family, having firm roots, security, safety and security and abundance and happiness within a family situation. But because this is alongside the Four of Swords, I think there's something to do with a family situation that you are needing to have a break from. Now at the root of this we have the Eight of Swords and we have the King of Coins. And the Eight of Swords, this is about feeling stuck in your mind, anxiety, fear-based thoughts, but feeling stuck, feeling you can't think of a way out of a situation in your mind. And the clarifier here is the King of Coins. Now, Aquarius, this could be referring to yourself. I know you're a swords energy, but we all carry the different elements within us. So we've all got multiple layers. So we've all got the cups, coins or pentacles, swords and wands energies within us for different purposes. So this could be yourself as a King of Coins, that's to do with work and career, money management, managing, being able to manage all practical matters, very firm, fair, very balanced and grounded. So this could be referring to this aspect of yourself, but that you've got a lot going on in your mind. You're feeling stuck in your mind about a situation, a bit feeling anxious and worrying about a situation. If this King of Coins is not referring to you, then this is somebody connected to you, perhaps connected through work, that you are feeling stuck and worrying about. I've got some anxieties about. So this is at the root of this situation. Of course, the situation was about heartbreak and heart pain and authority, wasn't it? Somebody wanting to be in control. So let's have a look at the past. So what's the past influences? Well, we have the Four of Wands and we have the Two of Swords. And the Four of Wands, we've already had that. This is what you were thinking about here, about a home situation. And we've got this again, this as a past influence. So quite a strong past influence to do with a home situation. But here we are, the Two of Swords. So again, mental conflict. Not wanting to have to face something that is difficult, perhaps a decision that needs to be made. But you've got your blindfold on, turning away, you see, so not wanting to look at it, not wanting to have to face it or deal with it because it's difficult. It could be a difference of opinion, crossed swords. It can mean crossed swords within a relationship also, but within a family situation. So the future going forward, the Seven of Swords has come out again, and we had the Seven of Swords, didn't we, here at the bottom of the pack. So okay, quite a lot of swords energies here. At each position we've had a sword energy come out, and here it is again going forward. Now we have the High Priestess, and we have the Seven of Swords. So the High Priestess, this is about. It is a very feminine energy because she's in touch with the universal and the moon energy, and she taps into her intuition. But it doesn't have to be gender. This can be referring to anybody, male, female, whatever gender you are. You can tap into your High Priestess energy. So this is about tapping into your intuition. The High Priestess holds secrets. So there's a secret that needs to be revealed, hence the need to tap into your intuition about something. We have the bow and arrow here, and of course arrows are to do with the mind, mental acumen. It's also about being focused and direct, knowing, pointing the arrow in the bow and knowing where you're shooting it, so being focused. And of course the planetary activity at the moment, with all the planets grouped together, are pushing us to think about being more focused, thinking about where we're going, thinking about how we think, to change our thought processes perhaps. But also the full moon, you see, on the 28th, is asking us as well, pushing us to focus and, you know, be determined going forward. So the High Priestess, there's something you need to find out, you need to tap intuition about, and it's to do with this Seven of Swords energy. The Thief in the Night is a very deceptive energy. So there's this deception going on around, for some of you, Aquarius. There's some form of a deceptive energy. Now it could be to do with work, or it could be to do with relationships or friendships. But there's lots of swords for whoever this is for, and it won't be for everybody. There's a deceptive energy around. Right. Just before I get some more clarification, well, we've got two more swords energies here. So this is a very significant reading for somebody or for a handful of you. So the Nine of Swords and the Six of Swords. So the Nine of Swords, this is very much fear-based thoughts. When, you know, things are building up in our mind, getting bigger than they should be really, we're setting our imagination off and we're imagining all sorts of negative things. You see all the dark clouds in the background and the rain dripping down, although the sun is coming through in the background there, so it's not going to last for long, because here we have the Six of Swords next to it. And the Six of Swords, this is about moving on, moving away from the dark clouds, what's not the negativity, what's something that's not working, and heading towards calmer waters, but having to leave a situation. And we've already had the Eight of Cups, which is about walking away from something, leaving a situation, all right, by the light of the full moon there. All right, so the moon is showing itself in quite a few of these cards. So this is quite a particular reading. So the universe wants to say, you know, some of your worries have been overinflated in your mind. Really, they're bigger than what they should be. You're imagining some of your fear is has built up to be too big than what it really should be. And it may be that you're worrying about having to leave, worrying about moving on, leaving a situation that you know is not serving you any longer, and that may be what the fear-based thoughts are. And the universe wants to say, you know, it isn't as bad. Going forward isn't going to be as bad as what you think it is. Okay. If we look at this deck, if you see the Eight of Cups there, they're walking away from something or towards something. Underneath we have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is when we are very focused on what's gone, but not aware that there's something far better waiting for you. So some people call it the crying over spilt milk card, when, you know, you can't put the milk back in the cup, it's gone, it's spilt over. But you can become too preoccupied with that. And all you've got to do is mop it up and then go on. So, but behind this lady who's focused on the tipped over cups, there's two beautiful big gold cups behind her. So what's waiting for her is far better than what is gone. Yes, you've got great blessings waiting for you, wish fulfillment waiting for you there, for going forward. Okay. Let's have just a look under here. So we have the Seven of Swords, which is the deceptive card, deceptive energy. But now we have the Empress here just underneath, and the Hierophant. So the Empress is a very fertile, giving, nurturing, feminine energy. But she's also a very protective energy, because she protects the vulnerable. All right, so a lovely energy. If this is referring to yourself, Aquarius, then there's a beautiful energy. But because it's just underneath the Seven of Swords, it could be that, is there an Empress type energy or a feminine energy around that can be quite a deceptive energy, presenting one way, presenting as one thing, very nurturing and caring, but actually underneath that is something else. All right, I'm just talking as my mind is taking me there, but that may not be the case at all. It may be that this Empress can be a protective energy for you. Underneath the Empress we have the Hierophant, so this is the godlike energy. This is when justice, you know, then a wisdom, a wise counsel from the universe is saying, you know, this situation needs to be sorted, if you like. So it's trying to bring wisdom and wise counsel down for you. Okay. And the Prince of Swords. This is about a youthful energy, about messages. He's very much of the mind, the Prince of Swords is. Very confident, very willful, if you like. He doesn't need to have reins on the cherubs. The chariot goes forward by his will, if you like. Can be a little bit immature and impetuous. All right. Okay, and remember we had this card at the beginning that's saying you are good enough. Capricorn, you are good enough. Let's see, is there anything else? Is there any other messages, please, for Aquarius at this time? Are there any more messages for Aquarius at this time, please? Alright Aquarius, what we have with electric eel spirit and bat spirit. So electric eel spirit, this is about bringing your ideas to life. So electrifying. Electric eels, you know, electrify the water around them. So, you know, bring your ideas to life. And, you know, now is the time. Lovely energy. And then bat spirit, a rebirth is assured for you. You know, a rebirth, you know, there will be something new is waiting to come in for you. All right, it just looks like you're in the middle at the moment of a bit of a difficult situation. Some of you are, Aquarius. There's been deception, there's been heartache, perhaps betrayal. And you've either got to take control now of a situation, or this is to do with somebody who wants control at all cost with a large ego. All right, so you're thinking about the need for a break from this situation. I've got fear-based thoughts, you know, anxieties, and it's either about a King of Cups energy, King of Coins energy, or this is yourself, this with the King of Coins energy. And in the past, again, needing, this is a family situation, but feeling stuck in your mind, perhaps having to make a decision, knowing you need to make a decision, but not wanting to have to look at it, and then going forward, tapping into your intuition about this deceptive energy. So I feel whoever this is for, you're going to know this is referring to yourself. We had the deceptive energy at the bottom of that pack, didn't we? And then the Eight of Cups, having to leave a situation, walking towards something better, finding something better. And again, the universe wanted to say that you may have fear-based thoughts about this moving on, but you know, it's overinflated. I always think of a picture of a person in the night with the light of the moon and looking at the branches of a tree, and it looks like clawed hands. And they're not clawed hands, it's just the branches of a tree. But you know, that's what fearful thoughts can do. It can make you imagine all sorts of negative things. But I feel what the universe wants to say, whoever this is for, don't let your fear-based thoughts stop you from moving on, leaving something behind that's not serving you any longer. But a rebirth is assured for you, and bring your ideas to life. All right, Aquarius. I'm just mindful. I've just done Capricorn's reading just before yours, Aquarius, and I've just got a horrible feeling at different times I might have been saying Capricorn because it was on my mind. It was stuck there when I really meant Aquarius. So if I did say Capricorn the odd time, apologies. This reading is definitely for you, Aquarius. It's definitely your reading. Very different reading to Capricorns. All right, anyway, apologies over. Good luck going forward, Aquarius. And I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye-bye for now.